Köszönöm szépen. Most Schaake asszony következik. 2,5 perc.
Thank you, President, Commissioner, colleagues. This House shares the grave concern over the terrorist activities carried out by Boko Haram and related groups, which have resulted in no less than 4,000 deaths over the past 4 years. And it has forced many to flee violence and terror. I remember well how a distribution center where the youth of Nigeria served as part of a year of civic duty was blown up in the days before the presidential elections in 2011, leaving too many young people dead. Extremists and terrorists see democracy as a threat. Now, to ensure that escalation is prevented, extrajudicial killings should end and a downward spiral of revenge violence should be halted. Boko Haram members and other suspected terrorists should be charged and tried. The principle of innocence until proven guilty cannot be replaced by the destruction of entire villages where suspected members may live. Nigerian law allows the prosecution under the Terrorism Prevention Act of 2011. And the role of the media deserves our special attention. It is not acceptable for journalists to be kept out of large areas because there is a state of emergency. Threats to journalists for reporting, as well as censorship, should be prevented, condemned and avoided. While it may seem like a good idea for the government to shut down mobile services to prevent militants and terrorists from communicating, this also restricts the digital freedoms of many ordinary Nigerians. The EU, as Nigeria's largest financial donor, should forcefully urge the government to work within the law. The International Criminal Court is investigating whether Boko Haram has committed crimes against humanity. The legal path should prevail as it sets the state apart from those who act outside of the law more clearly and more justly. We should also urge them to change laws. The government should change laws that allow the death penalty and the criminalization of LGBTs, as they do not only restrict the freedoms and rights of Nigerians, but also prevent the space to freely work for our aid workers and diplomats from the EU alike. We need to focus on Nigeria, which has a lot of great opportunities in terms of resources and human capital. When Nigeria develops democratically and successfully into a rules-based society, it can be an example for the region, an example for good. But similarly, escalation of extremism and violence, together with the wider unrest in the Sahel region, can lead to a spillover for the worst. Thank you.
Köszönöm szépen. Most Verzsiet asszony következik. 2 percben.
Merci, Monsieur le Président. Des affrontements sanglants ont lieu au Nigeria sous la houlette du groupe fanatique Boko Haram. Nous nous devons de les condamner, mais cela ne doit pas faire oublier le reste. Ainsi, près de 50 000 personnes croupissent dans les prisons, pour l'essentiel sans avoir été jugées et souvent depuis des années.